I really wanted to hear, what evidence do you have that I am despicable? All I heard was, well, because you indoctrinate kids, which is true. We bring doctrines to children.
That's Dennis Prager. He's the co-founder of PragerU, a conservative media organization that creates right-wing educational videos for college, high school, and elementary school students.
Despite our nation not always living up to our declaration that all men are created equal, I am still so proud and thankful to be an American.
Even though you were a slave?
Exactly, because I was, and not anymore.
This is just one of a wide range of videos from PragerU Kids, the division of PragerU that creates propaganda for students in grades K through 6. Common themes include climate denialism, the whitewashing of history, and the promotion of colonization.
Unlike coal or fossil fuels, energy from wind or sun is unreliable, expensive, and difficult to store.
In July 2023, Florida's Department of Education approved videos like this one from PragerU Kids to be taught in public schools statewide. Florida is the first state to take on the company as an educational vendor.
I saw them blaming teachers and criticizing teachers in these videos that are to be used with kids. I saw inaccurate portrayals of history. I mean, clearly, there's no real value to this. As an educator, and as what we hear from educators all over the states, it's very, very frustrating, very disheartening to see this kind of infusion of politics that is preventing us from doing the jobs we're supposed to do.
What we're seeing in Florida is a flowering of reactionary wish lists and an attack on public education across the state, and specifically against teachers' unions in an attempt to dismantle any organized labor power in the state.
What I hear from teachers all the time is, I just want to teach. And so that's what we're telling them, then teach. It's really hard. But as a union, what we continue to do is raise awareness, to advocate for what's going on in our schools, to get parents more engaged in what's happening in our schools.
There's been a huge movement in right-wing circles to disenroll students from public schools, to embrace homeschooling, to embrace religious schools, to embrace more right-wing charter schools. And when students leave public education, especially if there are vouchers in place, that's a way of defunding public education.
When you connect the dots in all of this, and you see groups that are funded by billionaires, such as Moms for Liberty, which very often aren't moms and very often aren't even parents of kids in public schools, when you see these groups being funded by these same entities pushing vouchers and privatization of public education, I think we see the motive here. The motive really is to undermine public education, privatize it, so that certain individuals can profit off of the education of our children.
So what can be done to keep kids safe from indoctrination?
Protecting teachers' unions, getting involved with school boards, and making sure that these decisions happen out in public as opposed to behind closed doors, I think are the most important things that people can do right now.